Hello friends. So, Peter told me about his own awakening, and he said he was 17 years old when he was awoken. He was put with the light, I guess, by Father God, which he had with him, as he'd come back as Citadel spirit within him also, that he'd come back into a new spirit, into a new soul, but the Citadel spirit was dormant within him, what they call suffering past life amnesia, so he wasn't aware of that. So he was put with the light and he was taken through, he was taught the prayers, whatever it was, and he went through into the spirit realm before his Father God in the Hall of Learning, and later he told me this was a place with no books, to be awoken to his past life. And I'll show you a picture of it now, and this is what he painted, what he saw as he was leaving after his awakening. On the right you will see a row of karmas. Karmas are to do with past life and predestined life plans, and he said that the reflection of the karma on the left is their spiritual presence reflected, and there's a slight blue colour to spirit. He said also that Father God is in this picture, and I looked and I looked and I looked and could not see nobody else until very much later on, just a year or so ago, in about 2009, I realised that Father God is actually the mist, because he can take any form he wishes to. He's actually the greeny blue mist, turquoise kind of colour mist around Peter. I took a picture of this painting he drew, so I'll show it to you in a second, and that's what he saw as he was walking out. And later on, one day when I was sat with Peter, he said Father God visited us a couple of times, and that Father God was there as in green mist. So that's what it was, he was there in green mist. So I'll show you a picture of it now. And that's the Hall of Learning, where Peter was awoken in 1962 when he was 17. I was born in 1962, just a few months after that. So our destinies were on a different parallel to each other, but destined to meet eventually. Anyway, he was awoken, he come back, and now he was also, his past life joined with his present life. Peter and Citadel become as one new soul, one new person, with all his abilities, spiritual abilities of Citadel, his past life, and as one great increase in his intelligence because of his past life and his spiritual abilities and such like. Much more powerful individual, much more intelligent individual. And he also said that he'd come here because of the First and Second World Wars, and that was kind of the last straw in the camel's back for Father God. That's why he was sent here, and he was born the 13th of June 1945, 1 month before the end of the Second World War, and that's why, because of the First and Second World Wars, that really was the limit. So intervention was needed and still is needed today. So I wouldn't be here if that was not the truth, and neither would have Peter. So we go on from there. Now Peter also said that 3 others come here with him around about the same time, mid to late 40s, and he told me who they were, and they're all famous, and they're all from the UK, as Peter and myself. And he said one of them was Cat Stevens, and he said another was another very famous singer. Now I have short-term memory loss, I forgot who he was. And the other was another person I recognised, was in the 70s, maybe early 80s. He was like a game show or a host to a show of some sort in the UK, which was popular. There was only 3 channels at that time in the UK, so it wouldn't be that hard to probably discover, have a guess who he was, and he was born mid to late 40s, as Peter was. Yeah, they were the ones, and you know, we can look at Cat Stevens and see that he's had a destiny also, because he doesn't have a part to play in the awakening other than what he's already done, and that is what he already does and what he has done, and that's the songs, some of the spiritual songs that he has sung. And you know, one of the obvious one is Peace Train. You know, he can see something coming, something good's going to happen, and that's true. And you know, and Peter said to me that he was also a choreographer at one point in his life, and that he'd met Cat Stevens. So something else he did, you know, with the 3 that were here in my presence, was to begin the awakening, and I'll talk about that in another video. So anyway, They're not aware of who they are, of course. They're not awoken to their past lives, but they have the light to. No doubt they're reincarnated beings, each of them. I'm certain of that, no doubt. So that's what happened, and then Peter then went on to tell me about my past life, which was a shock to me, because I thought I was just there to help him, that's all. So we went on, and he carried on and told me about that, and I'll talk about that in the next video. So bless you. Thank you for watching. See you later. Shep.